Banks are quietly locking people out of their bank accounts. Imagine this, you go to pay for your groceries, swipe your debit card, declined. You check your bank account and you see the words, account frozen, in big, bold letters. No warnings, no explanation, and suddenly your money isn't your money anymore. On today's video, I'm going to be exposing why banks are abruptly freezing accounts all across the country, and most importantly, what you can do right now to protect yourself before it happens to you. In fact, I want you to comment the word safe if you never want to see your bank lock up your hard-earned cash without a warning. All across social media, we are seeing what I call a sudden spike in bank freezes. Reasons? Because tighter anti-money laundering rules, increased fraud alerts, and yes, sometimes just algorithm errors. And a lot of people are not talking about the fact that a lot of these banking institutions are using AI, and the AI is actually causing these massive errors. A lot of the other reasons we are seeing, small transfers to friends, random freeze, selling stuff online, freeze. An example, a small business owner sells $3,000 worth of equipment, deposits the check, and then account locked for review for 14 days. Could you imagine being locked out of all your business money for 14 days? But here's the scarier part. Most people don't even know the real reasons these freezes happen until it's too late. So I'm gonna go over 3 big reasons that you need to pay attention to. Now jumping into reason number 1, banks monitor every transaction for red flags. What are some of those red flags? Too many cash deposits, unusual transfers, and international wires. They definitely don't like to see international wires. The biggest problem with this, it's not just criminals that get flagged. Normal people transactions trigger the same patterns because AI is constantly learning and AI is not perfect. Reason number 2, which is really crazy, negative news in your name. Yes, you heard me right. Negative news in your name. And it may not even be your name. It could be a mix up with somebody else's name. Even if it's unrelated to banking, if your name pops up in a certain database for a lawsuit, investigation, business filing errors, your account can in fact be restricted. You wake up and you get the frozen notice. And the crazier one is guilt by association with someone you sent money to. I know this sounds crazy, but this is exactly what's happening. And it gets worse because freezes aren't always about you doing something wrong. More than ever, we're seeing just regular, everyday Americans getting locked out of their bank accounts because the system is being triggered by accident. I'd like to ask the question, is it truly an accident? Or is it the fact that banks are banking on the fact that some consumers may not know what to do and then the bank just keeps their money? Because how many people actually know how to handle this situation and unfreeze their account? Because they're gonna be at the whims of these actual banks. Now moving on to reason number 3, banks own risk strategy. Here's a sad truth that a lot of people don't want to admit to. Banks sometimes purge risky customers for profitability reasons. Now, if you're someone with a low balance plus high activity equals less profitable, equals more likely to be closed or frozen under policy changes because you're deemed a risk. An example, Chase abruptly closed thousands of personal checking accounts in 2023, citing internal review. Like, what does that even mean? But here's the real danger. There is no legal obligation to warn you. I know this sounds crazy. But banks are legally allowed to freeze funds first and ask questions later. And a lot of people out there say, well, you know, my money is FDIC insured. No, listen, FDIC insurance only protects after failure, not freezes. That's not how it applies to it. It's only if the bank fails and collapses. And you might have to fight for weeks to regain your access. That's just the cold hard truth. Now, quick question. If your bank froze your account for 2 weeks, could you survive without access to your cash? Yes or no? Drop an answer in the comments because I'm curious to know how many people are actually prepared for something like this. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Kenneth. Kenneth's credit score went up 282 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. And Arthur's credit score went up 670 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget Destiny. Destiny's credit score went up 264 points after just one round with Dispute Beast. Dispute Beast link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now let me tell you what you can do to protect yourself right now. And I've said this in other videos, you need to diversify your accounts. Never keep all your money in one bank. That's the biggest mistake that people make. Always keep some cash on hand for emergencies or for whatever reason. And this is a great one right here. This happened to me a long time ago. My bank account was actually compromised and they shut it down, they froze it, and then guess what? I had no access to any of my money. And I was like, yo, what is going on? It took them close to 14 days to open my bank account back up. They closed it, reopened it, moved my money over. I had no money for 14 days. I literally had to borrow money from a family member, and this was when I was way younger because I had no idea. I had no idea what I was doing with any type of banking. Build a digital wallet backup. Your phone is actually your best friend. All you have to do is put some money in a PayPal account, Cash App, Venmo, keep small reserves in there just in case for emergencies just like this. And this is when credit cards come in handy. You can use a credit card for a buffer to cover expenses while resolving these freezes. Yes, you don't want to go crazy. You want to only use what you need temporarily to cover your expenses and then pay it off immediately. But what do you do if your account gets frozen? First and foremost, try to stay calm. Listen, I was actually pretty calm when it happened to me. I was at a gas station, and this is when I used to smoke cigarettes, and I was going to go buy cigarettes. She says, "Sorry, sir, your card has failed." And I was like, no, it didn't. And she's like, "Yeah, it failed." With like an attitude, and I'm like, what did I do? I was like, swipe it again. I kept swiping it, and she was like, "Sir, you have no money in your bank account." I was so embarrassed. It was the funniest thing ever. But I kept my cool. I left. I didn't yell at her. It wasn't her fault. It was frozen. What could I have done? She couldn't have done nothing for me. But again, try to stay calm and call the bank's fraud department directly. And you want to ask them what triggered the hold and how long will it take to review. Make sure to provide requested documents immediately because clearly, and this is going to help open up your bank account again. And if necessary, file a complaint with the CFPB to escalate it. I personally, if I would have known this back in the day, I would have filed a complaint immediately the same day to escalate it because that's going to make them move a lot faster once the CFPB gets involved in the situation. Last part's the most important. So here are my closing thoughts. Banks can and will keep doing this, and it's only going to get more common. So protect yourself now so you're not the next person standing in line at the checkout line embarrassed and empty-handed. Now, if you found this helpful, make sure to comment the word safe so I know you're taking action, and share this video with someone you don't want to see blindsided by a frozen account. Stay safe and always stay ready. And if you have any collections or charge-offs or negative accounts that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's going to show you how AI can do all the work for you, mail the letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.